And today we're going to be reading some Project Hail Mary. She turned to the scientist. Doctor, what's our status now? Brown cleared his throat. We received confirmation about 90 minutes ago that arc light successfully inserted into orbit around Venus. Now we're just waiting for the first batch of data. It had been a heck of a year since the JAXA announcement about the Petrova problem. But study after study confirmed their findings. The clock was ticking and the world needed to find out what was going on, so Project Arclight was born. The situation was terrifying, but the project itself was awesome. My inner nerd couldn't help but be excited. Arclight was the most expensive unmanned aircraft ever built. The world needed answers and didn't have time to dilly-dally. Normally, if you asked a space agency to send a probe to Venus in under a year, they'd laugh in your face, but it's amazing what you can do with an unlimited budget. The United States, Europe, European Union, Russia, China, India, and Japan all helped cover costs. Tell us about going to Venus, the reporter said. What makes it so hard? The main problem is fuel, said Brown. There are specific transfer windows when interplanetary travel takes the minimum amount of fuel, but we were nowhere near in an Earth-Venus window, so we had to put a lot more fuel in orbit just to get Arclight there in the first place. So it's a case of bad timing then, the reporter asked. I don't think there's ever a good time for the sun to get dimmer. Good point. Please go on. Venus moves very fast compared to Earth, which means more fuel just to catch up. Even under ideal conditions, it actually takes more fuel to get to Venus than it does to Mars. All right, team. We gotta create a strategy for what we're gonna do when the sun gets dimmer. When the sun gets dimmer, it's gonna be like nighttime all the time, which means that we're gonna need to use a lot more electricity, and electricity bills are gonna go up real fast because we don't have the natural light of the sun. But Kenny worked with the team of engineers to create an artificial sun, and so we worked on the artificial sun, and then we launched it. We launched it into space and then switched it on, and now our company became the #1 provider of artificial light in the whole world. We were creating lighting solutions on a global scale, and our team of engineers, we became billionaires, and it's all because we solved this huge problem that was going on in the world with the sun getting dimmer. And so that's how you're gonna become billionaires. It's by solving the world's biggest problems. And that's all I got for the video. Goodbye.